this is the Narinak with another episode thoughts for Uta no Prince Sama Maji Love 2000%, and this is for episode 12. And finally, we get an episode that kind of puts some focus on Quartet Night. And of course it comes at the second to last episode of the entire season. And yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by that because I really liked what I saw and I want to see more. I guess I should consider myself lucky in the fact that, at this time, Season 3 has at least already started, and that definitely seems to be focusing a little more on Quartet Night, where we actually get to learn something of their stories instead of get like a bare minimum introduction to these characters as we do in this season. Especially when it comes to like Ranmaru and Ai, as they have been like the least like featured of the four. I mean, we definitely at least had Camus around as he was the mentor for Cecil, so we got to see a bit of him throughout the season because of that. And with the Reiji, he didn't really come in until around like episode 8 and 9 because he was easily the first one that kind of was kind of affected by STARISH and, willing to accept that and, willing to actually kind of help them more after that. So, he got to actually do stuff. Not much stuff, but still stuff. Which was a lot more than like just about everyone else until this episode, where it actually kind of starts with Reiji just kind of pretty much asking the other members of the group to, do more stuff as a group. Which, what we get from this episode isn't something that they usually do. They're usually all kind of like on their own, doing their own kind of individual work, and, if the president asks them to, they'll go ahead and do something as a unit. So it's definitely a change with Reiji saying, let's do stuff together that, doesn't really have to, be asked of them to just do it because he feels like they get along very well together. Which of course sets Ranmaru off because he definitely has trust issues, and as we see in this episode, it definitely comes from the fact that, he at least was in a band before and they kind of ditched him. And it doesn't look like he's quite gotten over that, though. And then of course we have Ai, who just seems kind of confused of how much faith Reiji seems to have in STARISH, since, he's the type to like calculate odds and everything, and he just doesn't see it. He doesn't quite understand where Reiji is coming from, and that seems to be affecting him. And Camus, Camus, even though he seems to be the one like best put together and like, or just, he likes to think himself as being very much above and unaffected by everything. Though in this episode we find that, yeah, he has actually been affected by like STARISH and everything that they're doing. And I think pretty much out of the four of them, I don't think we don't get much focus on Reiji for this one, just because, like I said, he has been doing stuff a bit more in the past few episodes, and the fact that he doesn't have to come to terms with the fact that, STARISH has been, or has made an impact on him, and, how he's viewing being an idol now, and, being part of a group. He's pretty much the one who is completely honest and kind of gets it all, which is really interesting for his character, because he definitely comes off originally as really just kind of goofy and everything, but it definitely shows that there's a lot more like to him, which I like, and I really want to learn so much more about these four. I do. I mean, I'm really interested. I'm already invested in them, and really disappointed that we don't get more, but like I said, from what I've noticed, it looks like the third season pretty much corrects that, and we definitely will get focus on them, so I'm really looking forward to that. Other than that, this episode, it does go ahead and move with the whole UtaPri award competition storyline, with that mainly being like in the second half. And pretty much with that, it kind of kicks off and we get Heavens, their performance, which of course, you know, despite how the members act, they are, you know, very much on, like, you know, it's pretty clear why they are nominated for this award very much with STARISH. So I'm expecting next episode will be that whole dilemma is like, can we actually really measure up and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be interesting to see how that plays out, and I kind of hope we get a little bit more of Quartet Night. I really do, just a little bit more. Other than that, I guess we also have, you know, STARISH coming together a bit more, even more as a group, especially with, as they practice their performance, they find out that Cecil really only knows how to dance in a very specific way, and that's what he learned to do as a prince of his country. So, pretty much had them kind of helping and support him and teaching him how to dance the way that, you know, he kind of needs to for their performance. And the fact that they came to realize that, you know, everyone came to check on him when he, like, went out to practice on his own late at night, you know, kind of realized that, you know, that just kind of reinforces that those bonds of friendship that they have, which is a really nice touch. And it really kind of runs very well with the whole plot line with Quartet Night in this, where, you know, they're not really so much as a group, but it looks like, you know, they might actually be willing to give it a chance. I'm kind of hoping that we get a little bit more of that with the final episode, with them deciding that, yeah, we should go ahead and do something as a group, and not just because we were ordered to. I have a feeling that's probably going to happen, which will make me happy, because at least I get to go right into what that means with the next season. I mean, I would really hate of started watching the series much earlier and then have to, like, end it like in this area and have to wait until the next season to come out. And that's it. I'm probably going to end up with that with season 3, because I'm hoping there's going to be a season 4 at some point. I do. I mean, it looks like Broccoli's still making the game, so hopefully that means they still have a reason to keep making the anime series. So, yeah. I'm just really, really in love with the series. It just has so many elements that I love. Like the whole ridiculous introduction of the company presidents for the UtaPri award concert, and just how bizarre they are. That's just something, I don't know, they're like the creepiest old men, but for some reason they're not creepy. It's kind of weird. Maybe because they're just so completely and over the top, and I rather love that, and I love the fact that this is a series that just goes ahead and embraces all of that. So with that said, I'll go ahead and end this here. Thank you for watching. I hope you subscribe to my channel, leave a like or comment. Until next time, bye!